Welcome to Salisbury, home to the most beautiful cathedral in the UK, the world's oldest working clock, and one of only 4 original copies of the Magna Carta. This pile of rocks, these piles of rocks, oh, and this pile of rocks. But first, we need a coffee.
And something to eat. You smell that?
You smell bacon.
I can smell bacon.
I thought it was all about the coffee.
Not any bacon. Coffee as well, but this is like a crisp bacon smell. Does that make sense?
So we have just been into a place called the Salisbury Orangery, and it was really beautifully decorated in there. It was absolutely amazing, right on the banks of the River Avon, which is ridiculously high at the minute because we've had a lot of rain. But I'd seen online that they do some fantastic latte art in there. So I went for a latte. I'm normally an Americano guy, and I was not disappointed. I mean, how good does it look?
I just went for the Bob Standard Americano. I kind of regret it now though.
Oh, you're jealous of my latte art, are you?
I'm jealous of the latte art. I'm a sucker for art.
Oh well, at least you got to appreciate mine. I did let you try a little bit as well.
Yeah, and it was good.
And you got your wish because we went for bacon, which wasn't the original intention, but you smelt it outside.
Did. And the bacon was really good. It was like, had like a hint of crisp, but not too crisp. And it wasn't so, you know what I mean?
And the poached eggs were done to perfection. Yeah. It oozed out as soon as you cut into it.
The only thing I would have said was the poached eggs be a little bit bigger, but I'm not fussy.
Sorry, the chicken laid one too small for you. Sourdough bread as well. Nice touch. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
You cut your crusts off.
Well, I did. The only problem with the crust was they were so hard, and I've got light trousers on, and I know I'm that kind of person that will cut it.
Look, he keeps moaning that the curls at the front of his hair are falling out, and I told him if you don't eat his crusts, they won't curl. Anyway, we're going there now. That's quite iconic. Yeah. Salisbury Cathedral.
It's quite a nice view, isn't it?
It is a lovely view, and sitting here in the sun, that sun makes all the difference because it's freezing.
Well. Look at this sun. Beautiful.
Oh wow, that is like no font I have ever seen before.
It's very mesmerising. It looks like a sheet of glass on the top, doesn't it?
I bet the reflection from the ceiling is going to be really cool.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh wow.
That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I like it.
I just need some quick harp in there now.
That is one impressive ceiling.
So if they're going to give you a bad neck looking at all this.
Imagine having to be the one to paint that.
No.
So my eye was just drawn to this massive metal thing over here, and it says it's a 14th century iron cross covered in 18th century copper, and it used to be on top of the spire. So we were just looking at this, and one of the volunteers came out of this door and said, "Have you seen the bullet holes?" Now I'd never have guessed that was a bullet hole, but she was saying there used to be Spitfires stationed up the road, and they think they used to use the cross when it was on top of the spire for fire practice.
Like, fair enough.
The cathedral was never ever bombed by the Germans. Apparently it's the 2nd tallest in the world, this cathedral. But she then showed us, she took us over here because apparently the spire was too heavy for the tower. So if they'd have left it, it would have actually collapsed. And she showed us how to tell by looking at these. If you look straight up them, you can see it's bowing. That's how they found out it was too heavy. So they came in and fixed it. And then she made a joke about buttresses.
She's our kind of lady.
She was brilliant. She also pointed out this video here of the guy that goes up the top of the spire to change the light bulb and check the wind speed, which you can actually see just there. And today it is
it's going up.
15. Oh no, it's a gust of 18 miles an hour. Oh, absolutely not.
No. You can give me $1 million and I'll still say no. Maybe
I'd do it for $1 million. So one of the main reasons we wanted to come here today was because it's home to the oldest working clock in the world, and some good timing on our part. Get it? Good timing.
Yeah. See, things like that really fascinate us. So
yeah, we rocked up at the right time to see a demonstration of how the clock actually works. And it was fascinating to see all the cogs and all the stones and all the weights and everything that had to come together just to ring a bell. And we actually got to witness it happen.
pretty cool.
Something else we've come here for though is because they have an original copy of the Magna Carta here. I think it's one of only 4 original copies remaining. So we're going to go into the Magna Carta chapter house now and see that. Funnily enough, we actually did see another copy. Sorry, I'm going to whack you with that.
Me out with that thing.
We actually did see another copy of the Magna Carta when we went to Lincoln Castle.
Yes, we did. So that's going to be 2.
And we've been to the place where the Magna Carta was signed in Runnymede, so apparently we're on an unofficial Magna Carta thing.
We're doing well, so maybe by the end of the year we'll complete this
We'll
little
have
mission
done it.
that we didn't even
I don't know
start.
where the other 2 are, but maybe we'll find them. Okay, so the Magna Carta is housed in a building called the Chapter House, and oh my God, is it beautiful in there.
I just can't get over with the window. Well, there's stained glass windows, aren't there?
Yeah, on the way out there was a stained glass window and it was like reflecting onto the wall.
So beautiful.
And then all the way around, and the ceiling was incredible. You can't film or take photos of the Magna Carta because it's like from the 1200s and it's a piece of parchment, so it's in like a capsule thing to protect it. But there's a few little exhibitions now on the way around, and one that shows you how they made it as well, which was quite interesting. Now I'm going to be completely honest, we're not normally people to explore cathedrals, but we couldn't come to Salisbury and not go into that one. I'm really pleased we did. I've seen a few cathedrals across the UK and I've seen nothing to dispute the claim that that's definitely the most beautiful. But did you know there is another cathedral here in Salisbury?
No.
It's very different to that one. Well, and here it is, Salisbury Bug Cathedral.
Now that is a bug paradise.
It's possibly the best bug hotel I have seen anywhere.
I've seen so many and they're really tiny. That one is a mansion, that's bigger than my house.
They've gone to such a level of detail as well. It's even got a teeny weeny little cross on the top of the spire.
Teeny weeny weeny, it's even got the windows.
What was that teeny weeny weeny?
Teeny weeny weeny, weeny, teeny teeny.
I'm so sorry everybody. Okay, you've had my fun fact about there being 2 cathedrals here in Salisbury, but I'm full of it today. You ready for another interesting Salisbury fact?
Go for it.
Did you know Salisbury never even used to be in this location?
No.
Do you know where it used to be?
Another location?
Yes. Do you know what? Let's make it easy. I'll take you there.
One of the best things about wandering around Salisbury, you'll never get lost because all you need to do is look for the cathedral, and literally everywhere you look, it's there.
That's true, although I guarantee if I left you here long enough on your own, you'd still get lost.
100%, but no one needs to know that. Enough of that. We're going to go get a coffee.
Oh yes,
Again.
Absolutely.
We need to fuel.
We've only had that one from the orangery this morning.
We have only had one.
And it's chilly.
It was chilly. We need to warm up. We must have timed that really well because the cars are streaming in now.
And there's people everywhere.
I know. It was quiet when we got here.
It was. So this is Old Sarum. More specifically, we're at Old Sarum Castle, or at least what's left of it. And this is actually where Salisbury used to be. The old settlement of Salisbury, or Sarum, used to be up here on top of the hill. And then the new settlement is where we were a little while ago. Full of fun facts, me. Stop. Take off your shoes and stand where history happened.
It's muddy, absolutely not.
It's cold as well.
These boots take forever, yeah, and it's cold.
So, according to English Heritage's website, Heritage's?
Oh God, now I can't say it. Heritage.
According to the English Heritage website, there's 3 things you can't miss here. One is to enjoy the fantastic views of Salisbury and its famous cathedral. Yes, that's right, Josh. You can even see the cathedral from here. There it is. Beautiful. The second thing is to explore the peaceful Iron Age ramparts.
Look at me enjoying the Iron Age ramparts. Yeah. Ooh, don't fall
You
down.
just said you don't want to take a tumble down there. Look, you got a bit too
I
excited.
don't think the video is going to do this justice. This is really high.
It
Well,
is.
It's not really
very. Well, it's not really high, but it's definitely a steep drop. Just in case you didn't believe us about the drop. The third thing is definitely a job for you.
I ain't running.
You've got to sniff out the medieval latrine pits.
Oh, is that the toilets?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good with toilets. Follow me.
Okay. It always sniffs out a toilet wherever we go.
Come with me.
Here, Josh. A bit like Old Sarum Castle itself. We're a shadow of our former selves. That joke nearly didn't work out then. Are you doing...
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
We must be near the latrines now. Well, as predicted, you successfully found it. The Royal Privy.
There's a man giving you cloths, or whatever you want to call them, to wipe your bum with.
Well, that's what happens if you're royal. You don't even have to do it yourself, I guess.
What a job.
Why has he got a bird on his shoulder? Oh, no, it's decoration on the wall. Never mind. Well, I don't think we're going to be going in this bit. I'm guessing, as one girl just said when she was walking around, that used to be the pool.
It wasn't, was it? No, no, of course not. It's the lower chapel. I've just read the sign. Shut up.
I can't believe you fell for that.
I'm easily tricked.
Now, one of the things English Heritage don't have listed in the things that you can't miss when you come here, probably because it's in the free to enter section, is this. This is where the cathedral used to stand here at Old Sarum, and you can clearly see it by the outline of what's left of it forms the cross quite distinctively. But another of my fun facts of the day for you.
Yes.
Look excited.
Yes, love them, yep.
When they decided they were going to move the settlement down to where Salisbury is now, where we were just a little while ago, they didn't decide to leave the cathedral here or destroy it. They decided to pick it up and move it, not all in one fell swoop.
I was going to say,
obviously.
could you imagine?
They literally took this down stone by stone and moved it to where the current cathedral is that we were stood in earlier. Obviously it's not the same structure now, but it's the same site to where they moved this one to.
Interesting.
No cars, no lorries, no planes, no helicopters.
How long do you reckon that would have taken?
Oh, it must have taken a very, very long time and a lot of effort as well.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Now, you may not have heard of Old Sarum until today, but I guarantee you will definitely have heard of Salisbury's other historic attraction that we're going to next. And I literally come and stood up on top of this hill to record that clip while he's gone and got back in the car because he's cold. How's your hair doing? Ready to move on?
Yeah, go for it.
That's right, we have just arrived at the visitor centre for Stonehenge. Now, this is probably England's most famous tourist attraction, and people from all over the world want to come here. But what's quite funny is when you look on TripAdvisor, they all say the same thing when they get here. And that is just how much of a rip-off it is and how expensive it is to get in here. It would have cost us £26 each to do this today, and that is why we're English Heritage members, baby. Now, there's two ways to get to the Stonehenge. You can either walk that way. It's about a mile and a half, and we've done that last time we were here.
We did do that 3 years ago. But
through a field with cows and through a forest and everything, and we think that's probably going to be muddy today, so we're going to take the other way, which is a bus.
Got my ticket.
He's off, get the bus.
What Jason was saying about the path. So this is a public path. This is Stonehenge. So this is where we not pay, but this is where people pay. That's where you don't have to pay, and you literally just park down there, walk up, and have the same view as us. Well, but we can get closer.
We can get up there and closer. So it depends how bothered you are about being a bit closer.
I know, but it's
can't touch
quite
him.
Close.
You're not allowed to touch him anyway. So you know I was saying about the TripAdvisor reviews.
Yep.
Well, they weren't all about the cost and whether this was a rip-off or not. This has definitely won it. From 2 years ago, somebody described this as some humdrum old rocks about twice the height of a Mondeo driver.
What the hell? Who comes up with this crap?
I don't know, but it's brilliant crap. And it's kind of true.
I mean, it is rocks, but fine.
I mean, whatever you think about them, that is a pretty iconic view. And the sun's come back out right on cue for us as well.
But the sun is making the clouds look dark, which makes it quite mysterious.
I mean, it's quite a mysterious location anyway, isn't it? Because we still don't really know why they're here, although I'm still convinced that my hypothesis from 2020 of it being a roundabout. It might be the middle of winter, but there's still a load of people here. It's busy.
Really busy.
So we're back down at the visitor centre, and there is a recreation of a village, and you can go inside the houses of what it would have been like for the people that built Stonehenge. Now, do you know what fascinates me as we're stood inside one of these?
What's that?
They still don't really know why Stonehenge is there.
Nope.
But they know what sort of house the people that built it would have lived in.
Yeah, that's interesting. Although, I would not sleep on them beds.
Nope. That's definitely Travelodge standards.
No, and I've seen cobwebs, so
you're out.
I'm out.
So they've got this replica of one of the stones, and at the end you can test whether you'd be able to move it or not. Are you strong enough? Is it working? No. 26 quid to get in. It don't work.
Well, do you want to show anyone
Good job it was free for us, wasn't it? You don't want to show anyone up.
Don't want to show anyone up, so yeah.
Well, that's just about going to do it for our time in Salisbury, but if you want to see another of our videos from another of England's most beautiful cities, click this video here and join us as we explore York.
See you later.
Still trying to move that?
Give up.